Welcome back to the Cutty and Richie show. Richie, looking fantastic. You look really good, Richie. You're
Thank
well
you.
rested.
I feel great.
Richie lost a few pounds. You can
Yep.
see it in his face.
Stressed.
Is it stress?
No, it's pleasure.
It's the good life in Florida. You
know,
got your air conditioner fixed. Is that why you lost the weight?
Yeah.
You sweated it off?
I've been having night sweats lately. I don't know why, but yeah, I'm sweating a little bit. But yeah, no, I went to the Cove yesterday.
Oh, yeah?
Great time.
Where is that? That's in Deerfield Beach,
Deerfield
Cove
Beach,
on the
yeah.
Intercoastal.
Yeah, it was great. It's nothing like feel like you're on vacation.
Well, let's give a shout out to our sponsor, Refresh Aesthetics and Wellness. They do Botox, they do fillers, they do GLPs, they do hormones, and I just found out today in their Fort Lauderdale location, they do vaginal rejuvenation,
Wow.
which evidently is a big thing down here or wherever because people have 3-4 kids, they get older. Vaginal rejuvenation.
It's great.
And have you ever been with anybody that had vaginal? Have you?
I haven't asked them, but
I don't know
look,
what it looks like.
the
I
older
don't
you
know.
get, you got to do everything. I mean, because people are living longer, and no one thought we were going to live this long and enjoy our sex life as long. And
Right.
stuff. So people want to enjoy it. So good
Sure.
for anybody who takes the lead on that.
Takes that journey.
Sure.
Anyway, that's Refresh Aesthetics and Wellness. They have 9 locations, 2 really cool dudes, 26-year-old guys that have the it factor. They know they have the best equipment. They have everything that you can imagine in their centers. Really good stuff. Anyway, I'm going to go there next week for Botox. I'm going to get some Botox.
You're handsome.
I'm going to take a 32-pound blood test. I'm going to see what kind
Are
of.
you really?
Yeah.
They do that there?
Yeah, 32-pound blood test, and we're going to see, how I'm ticking along here.
That's awesome.
Anyway, we're getting a lot of comments on our Reels. Again, another explosive week on our Reels. Over 1 million views on our 15 Reels. And
14. This is number 14.
what's it? Over our 15
This is
Reels.
14.
This is
Oh,
episode 14.
Yeah.
Focus, Richie.
All right.
Focus. It is a 45-minute show.
Yeah,
we're only 2.5 minutes. We're only
sorry
2.5
to interrupt
minutes
you,
into
you
it.
podcast superstar.
So, as I indicated last week, I've been going to church every day now. I go at 7 to 8:30 in the morning, depending on my schedule, and I'm finding it great. I went. It's not. There's no service. It's an empty, gorgeous church. Cole's going to put it up on the on our channel here, and I'm finding it very refreshing. I went in there because I was struggling with 6 problems. 5 of the problems I've resolved. The 6th one's still sitting in front of me.
You can't wait to bust my chops. You just can't. You live for it.
I knew that was going to work.
Yeah.
Anyway, really interesting, Richie.
Yeah.
Actually, I announced that I'm there every morning, Bethesda at the Sea in downtown Palm Beach. And I met 3 people that heard it on the podcast that came in.
That's amazing.
And they're there to pray or whatever they're doing.
Yeah.
And I have a funny story. So the first Friday I went there, the door was open. I went in. I sat down. No service, nothing. You sit alone. I went Saturday. Sunday I get there at 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, and the door's locked. I guess because they have a service during the day.
I was on the phone with you when that.
Right. The door's locked. And a father came around and unlocked it. Said, "Can he help me?" I said, "Yeah, I just want to sit in there for 15 minutes." And he said, "Okay," walks me in. He says, "Is there anything you want to talk about?" I said, "The only thing I want to know is how's this work?" And he gives me a donation envelope. So I take it. And the following Tuesday, I come back. I stuff a check in it, what I thought was a nice amount of money. And I put it in the bin there. And I saw the father there on Friday, the following Friday. And I said to him, "This is my 9th day in a row." And he said, "The money that you donated to the church is only good for 10 visits. You're going to have to give a bigger donation for another 10 visits."
Are you sure it wasn't a temple?
It was like at the coffee store where they clip the thing. You only get,
Sure it wasn't the temple?
Right.
Baruch
Anyway,
Hashem?
he was just joking, and it was fun to see he had
Yeah.
a sense of humor.
That's
you know?
very funny.
Yeah, it was very good. But anyway, Richie and I spoke this week in a fun subject. Or not a fun subject. We disagree, and hopefully there'll be a spirited debate on the comments. You have a significant other, or you have a husband, or boyfriend, girlfriend. Should you be entitled to the code on their phone to unlock the phone?
Oh, yeah, right.
Right? To
Yeah.
unlock the phone. You're dating a girl. You want her code, whether you're suspicious of her or whether you want to be able to get into her phone for an emergency. My opinion is completely different from Richie's. I'm not giving my code up. I have nothing to hide, but I have a lot of sensitive information on this phone. I have business stuff. I don't have nude photos or anything. I'm not hiding anything. But, I do have a past. And certainly there's people that text me. I'm not pursuing anything.
Right.
But I don't feel like starting a fight if somebody can get into my phone. Let's say I dated a girl 8 years ago and she sees something that she goes on a vacation to somewhere the two of us went and she texts here at, Cabo, Mexico or whatever it is. Do you remember when I don't need that out there in a fight. Your opinion is what, Richie?
Well, I want to be clear about my opinion. My opinion is I never asked for a woman's code, and I never really care about it. But a couple things is like, when someone wants to see my phone, then that makes me suspicious about because they seem sneaky.
They're projecting.
They're projecting.
Okay.
And they now are sneaky.
Big word for me, by the way.
Yeah, but it's true. They're projecting. And then I get curious. I go, what are they hiding? When they're questioning you on this and that and that and this, it's like, I'm not questioning them. What are they hiding? But I do feel like he who hides, what is that saying? He who hides nothing, he who hides whatever, hides nothing, And
so your opinion is
I don't have anything to hide.
You're going to give her.
Someone.
You're giving if she gives you her code, you're giving her your code.
Like, why not?
All right. You did tell me a story about past relationships where
not the most recent because I don't talk about that.
No, not the most recent, but you had access to somebody's phone, and when you were going through the phone, you saw no evidence of anything. But when you went through the deleted calls or something like that, did you find any evidence?
Yes.
Okay, so you're tech savvy. I'm not. I wouldn't know how to do that.
Well, they didn't think I knew how to do that, but I did. And and this is past relationship in Boston or whatever. So, but
the covert narcissist.
Yep. And but that was a problem too because she spoke 6 languages. So I didn't know what the hell was going on. But why would you delete something? Because you don't want someone to see something. Okay. So, and it just shows a person is basically innately sneaky. And I think that, look, I have personal stuff on my phone too. I don't think business stuff as well. So I do think there's a code, but I can't imagine you're up there at a wedding or a bar mitzvah or under the chuppah there or whatever, and you know how the people they talk to each other at the wedding and I love you and I knew when you were the one, you were special because of this, and when you told me this and all. By the way, you're never gonna get my password on my phone because that's private.
I feel that way.
But it just.
But Richie, let me ask you a question.
It just seems like you're hiding something.
I don't know when I started taking pictures on my phone. Let's have 10 years worth of photos.
Well, that's different.
Wait, I have photos of ex-girlfriends. Do I need a girlfriend going through the phone because she has my
see that on Facebook too.
I'm not on Facebook. I'm not on any.
You can go back to the history on Facebook. People can scroll.
Who's this? Who's that? Who's that?
You very well.
But I mean, it exposes you to an argument. I just feel like it opens a book to an argument. I mean, there's so much crap on my phone for the last 10 years. Why do I need to defend everything I did the last 10 years? Because somebody has a password to my phone.
You don't. But why are people? My question is, why do people? They minimize or they if you lie about something little, you're lying about a lot of things. The things you shouldn't have to lie about. Why even lie about it? Just say it. You know what I mean? People, like you just said, people have a past. Who cares what you did in the past? Everyone has a past. I mean, I certainly have a past, but it's not my future. My future is today and going forward. I mean, if I'm with somebody, I'm with somebody, but I have nothing to hide from that person from that point on.
Right. But it's like I said to you before, my philosophy is different than yours. If I don't want to know the answer to a question, I'm not going to ask the question. So I don't want a girlfriend's passcode. I don't want to go through her
Do you
phone.
want to know about their character a little bit? Do you
I want to try and figure it out myself and make my own mistakes. I mean, what am I going to find from her phone that's going to move the needle?
you know,
I
when
don't
they
want to
act
know.
like they're like Mother Teresa and they haven't been, like
Do you want to see? Let's say you're in love with this girl now. You're on your next relationship because your last one's over. Richie is single, by the way, and everybody is commenting they want to date with him. No, a lot of girls want dates with
Do
you.
they?
And everyone that wants a date, he screenshots it and sends it over to my phone so I can see
I
that.
know. Just a couple. Yeah.
Anyway, I don't want to see, let's say I'm madly in love with this girl,
Yeah.
okay? And I'll just do this to her. Let's say I'm madly in love with a girl, and I don't want to see a picture of her like making out under a tree with her ex-boyfriend, or I'm not interested in that.
No, I'm not
or
either.
or a guy
And nor do I
carrying her in a
care.
bikini on a beach. Or,
Nor do usually they delete you once they break up with you anyway. All those pictures
do
are gone.
that?
Oh God, yeah.
I don't delete.
Yeah, I do.
I don't delete.
Yeah.
Because I have anger issues, so I want to go back through the phone and still remain angry.
No, well, I delete because I'm angry or I feel betrayed in certain ways by them and going forward. And I feel like, when you're with somebody and they know look, you're with somebody for a while, you share secrets, you share things. And it's not good to expose that person even after a breakup in any way. That's class, that's character, and you shouldn't.
So let's continue on the phone dialogue,
Yeah.
because the next thing is, are you okay with your girlfriend having a GPS location finder on your phone,
No.
knowing where you are at all times?
No, that's childish. I'm not a child. I believe it's good for children and, parents with kids. I think that's safety issues. But that's just being like
Why?
control, because it's control.
Why?
Just like you don't
Where-
want to see the phone. You don't want the
I
password.
think it's different. GPS monitor. Let's say she's out with her girlfriends for dinner. I'd like to see that she's okay, whatever. GPS monitor.
I just think it's very ball and chain type of a situation. I think you have to have some character and trust. If you can't trust them, you can't, if you're together for years maybe and you want to know where they are, or they went to golf, or they want to know what time is he coming back. Oh, he's on his way back. I mean, I get that. I mean, he who hides nothing has whatever.
No, it's not that I'm suspicious, but and certainly the girl could leave the phone at her house. I mean, if she knows she's doing something wrong, she does,
that's
or
true,
she
too.
could get a burner phone or whatever. She could figure it out. But I think that's a safety issue. I think the password thing is an invasion of privacy.
Right.
I think the GPS monitoring is like a safety issue. You don't think so?
I don't know.
Really?
I just think like I've gotten along so far in my life. I'm 67 years old.
Is that how old you are?
Yeah.
Wow, you look amazing.
I never had to have myself monitored by anybody, and I still showed up on time. I'm always early. And
You are always early.
And I'm like, I mean, if I have that kind of a character that you have to watch everything I do or where I go, I really don't want that person, and I don't want to do that to that person either.
But it just seems it happens. It's prevalent in our age group. I mean, people are so untrusting.
Because it's technology now, and
Well, no, they've just
it
been
makes you
burnt.
more untrustworthy. There's always going to be another device, or they put something in your car, and they do it secretly. I mean, to me.
But
it's
from
like,
the covert narcissist, you don't have PTSD.
I do have PTSD.
That you're suspicious of anybody that you currently now date.
I don't still, because I want to believe that there are people with character. Unfortunately, it hasn't been proven so, but character is everything. And I just think I don't want anyone else to define the rest of my life of how I will think in the future. It's like,
Wow, that's very profound, Richie.
yeah, I don't want that control. I don't want to give anybody that control. And if someone has to check on me every step I go and where I am,
Well,
God,
I would
that's
check on you
that's
too.
But it's saying initially, I do not trust you.
So what do? I really like you. I don't want to
don't
break.
do
I
that.
don't.
I
I
will
don't want to
never do
break
that.
up with you over a trust issue, but I need trust but verify. Isn't that what they say?
That's a weak relationship. I don't think it's strong.
All right, let's
I've
say
gone my whole
everything.
life without being tracked. It's fine.
Let's say everything else is great, but they need verification on this issue
Call me. I'll
because
tell
you
you
have a
where I am.
checkered pay. Oh, come on! You could call me in a bar and I could lie.
I don't lie when it comes to that. I don't have to lie. If I'm with somebody, I would hope they would tell me the same. And I'm not going to track anybody. I don't want to be tracked.
Interesting. So you're okay with giving a password, but you're not okay with being tracked.
I'm more okay. I'm not great about giving a password. I'm not. I'm really more on your page than not. But when they want to see my phone, then show me. Give me yours. That's where I'm at on that.
See,
whole
the
scene.
problem with these phones, though, let's say I handed you my phone.
Yeah.
And a girl from 8 years ago texts me, "Hey, I'm in Palm Beach. What are you doing? I haven't talked to you in a little bit." It comes right across the screen. You can see that if you're looking at my phone.
Yeah.
You can see that text. So you almost can't give anybody your phone because you don't know when those texts are going to come over the screen.
I don't think those texts are bad. If someone saw that, that's with me. I've made
It's a fight.
Nope. Here's my view on that. Here's
a
my
fight.
view on it. It shouldn't be, and I'm going to tell you why. Because you're with somebody, you've created a bunch of relationships. If you were going to be with that person that texts you on the phone, you would have been with that person. But instead you have a relationship.
That's a good
You're
point.
friends.
Yeah.
I don't have to hide that I'm friendly with certain people over the last 60-something years. It's just I have a lot of friends. I've been blessed with great friends. I have a lot of great friends, both female and male. And that says a lot about you and your character. And they're still my friends. Even you.
Yeah, it's hard to believe. Did you see the clips with Melania Trump storming out of Indy 250 in Washington? Oh
No.
my God. So Melania is sitting next to Donald Trump at that thing in Washington, D.C., Indy 250 this weekend. The two of them get in a huge fight. He goes to touch her leg. She jumps up and storms out of the place.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, last time you said something about the hand, I saw that clip. I didn't see it the way you saw it, but
She stormed out.
I want to see that one.
And they're saying that Natalie Harper, whatever, his little 35-year-old girlfriend was right behind him, and that's why she stormed out. I
think
mean,
he's got other things on.
think
his
about
mind
it.
than that
He's
girl.
the president of the United States. He can't even get his wife under control. She has to make a scene, right? Maybe she's right, but, she shouldn't.
I don't know. I haven't seen it, so I really can't comment on it. So.
All right, another delicate subject for Richie, because he doesn't like this one, is no. Richie says if he's in a fresh relationship with someone, look, he gets all nervous when I start to ask these questions. He's like, "What the fuck is this guy going to ask me now?" I mean, he's going to embarrass me.
By the way,
that's my goal, right?
By the way, we can't say. I've gotten a lot of commenting the way we say, about when we talk about intimacy. We should say intimacy instead of other words.
Oh, okay.
And actually, those are good comments. So I appreciate the people who have commented about that.
So we are on Instagram, YouTube, X, Spotify, TikTok, and some other Apple. We're everywhere.
Yeah. We just want this to be as classy and
okay.
as professional.
So I take my curse word back. It is
that's
a
okay. You can say that.
PG show. But Richie, in a new relationship, let's say he's dating the girl 2 dates in.
Yeah.
He texts her, and it takes 4 to 5 hours for her to respond. Richie says he's not happy about that.
Well, that's a red flag. I mean, when somebody's taking all day to talk to
Why
you,
is she taking 4 to 5 hours?
she's not that into you.
Well, I put it in ChatGPT.
She's not that into you.
I said, if it takes 4 hours for a girl to respond to a text, she's either in a hospital room, a swimming pool, or she doesn't like you.
Right. She doesn't like you. Or she's talking to a lot of people. And you're not on the top of the list.
Well, the assumption is almost every guy and every girl that I see walk around like this with a phone in
Yeah,
their hand.
and you can't. You go to the bathroom with it. I mean,
Right.
it's it.
If you're texting somebody, they're seeing it right away, unless
Correct.
they're the president of the United States and scheduled every
Yep.
7 minutes. They're seeing it. They every time they respond, okay, no problem, right?
I would agree. Yeah.
So how do you address that in a relationship? Do you say,
Well, I don't think you're going to have one if they're waiting 4 to 5 hours to talk to
why?
you. Because I think they're just being
Maybe that's their
they're
style.
dismissive. When someone is dismissive towards you, you should get the hint or know that right away. Okay? I mean, luckily, I haven't had many of those happen to me in my life.
I have.
But yeah, how does that feel?
It depends on the type of person that it is. If somebody is just really
Dismissive, avoidant.
dismissive and avoidant, is generally slow in responding to every text, then I don't feel it's out of character. If things are changing, let's say the start of a new relationship, they're immediately texting,
Mm-hmm.
and then 2 months in, it takes an hour, and then it takes 2 hours. Then you're kind of losing.
Yeah, I wouldn't be with that person.
You're losing
That
momentum.
would be
here,
strike 3.
right? So you don't address it. Is there a problem?
No, I would
you're-
just say, and then when they then say, well, you're not giving me, then they want attention, and well, you're not giving me the attention. Guys, simple. We just want respect.
So in a relationship, let's say you're in a new relationship, because again,
which won't happen for a long time.
again, folks, Richie is now single, so there will be a new relationship shortly.
No.
My question to you is, you're in a new relationship. You're kind of grooving. Things are working.
Mm-hmm.
Do you text her first in the morning, or do you wait for her to text you in the morning and say good morning?
That's a great question.
Thank you.
You are a superstar.
Thank you, Richie.
Do I text in the morning?
Is
well,
that
I
a
u-
game?
u-
Is there
usually-
protocol?
I nudge her.
That is funny. I said it's a new relationship, Richie.
I nudge her.
Wow, look at this guy. He's a killer.
No. No.
I usually like to
That's
wait
after
14,
I go out and
15.
work out and bring coffee and bagels back to her or something like that. But no, there's no rule on that. I mean, I usually don't want to wake anybody up, so I'll wait to a decent time and say something, or I'll say to them, text me when you wake up.
All right, so in a new relationship, I have a lot of new relationship
I guess
questions.
so.
In a new relationship, are you trying not to send too many bombarding texts during the day or phone calls? Maybe you're counting. Maybe I did 1. Maybe I should do 2. Maybe you should just call once, or you just go for it.
I don't think there's any rules. I think at this age,
Where's the rule book? Can I buy it?
I know. People have these rules. Or here's the rule that you should go by.
'Kay.
If they like you, you can do no wrong. If they don't, you can do no right. So if you're bombarding them with texts and, oh, this guy's great, I love this guy, he's great, or this girl's great, I love the attention she's giving me, and so forth. Yeah. But if they don't like you, what an annoying guy, or he won't leave me alone. That's the rule.
How about when you're at dinner and there's that awkward silence, nobody's talking?
I mean, when people are chewing?
Yeah, no, when you're just there's really nothing, no conversation going on.
Well, that's another rule. If they're good, if
is
it's a good
she out?
relationship, no. I mean, if it's a good one, there's a lot to talk about.
Well,
Goes
usually
nonstop.
doesn't happen if there's a couple martinis in front of you, right?
Yeah.
So, Richie, also there's a subject that you wanted to talk about. Look, he's tense in the face
I'm
again.
not tense. I forget. We talk a lot, though.
So this you talked about the economic out of balance. Remember, in a relationship with your friend and his friend that is not economically as successful as him, and is it thoughtful to help out?
Oh, right. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It is only a 45-minute show. You take.
No, but go on. But I want your view on this and how you describe it.
You gotta lay.
I thought it was a great topic.
You gotta lay it out for every. I had a difficult time understanding it.
Well, because you're on the other side of that.
Okay.
Let's just be honest here, okay?
All right. Well,
So
try
my-
and explain this story.
So my viewpoint is this: you might have somebody that has more. It could be a girl, guy, whatever. Someone has a lot more means than you do, a lot, and the person, whether it's a girl or the guy, and it's just I find it awkward, and I really want the people to comment on this, is that you might have a best friend, and he's been there for you for your whole life, no matter what, ride or die, as they say. And you want to talk about something to somebody, and you call anytime. That person will pick up the phone for you, and he might not be, or she might not be, and they're friends, might not be or a family member, might not be economically at your level. And you could probably change that person's life in a second and make their life better. And they might be older. They're not going to become you overnight, or me, or whatever. And it's funny, but the same person will meet a girl, and if in 3 months they're taking away on a cruise, or they're going to get...
Well, it's selfish. It's different.
Let me.
So wait, let me interrupt. You're comparing a guy and a woman, or is it a friend and a friend?
Both.
Okay.
But the same person will meet a girl, and because there's intimacy involved.
Correct.
But there's intimacy with good friendships too, in a certain way.
We've never been intimate.
But we're
yet. I'm really starting to fall. I'm starting to fall in love with you.
I love you too. No, I'm just saying.
This is episode 14.
Imagine episode 20, 25.
We'll probably hate each other by then.
No, but it's like, if you this girl now, just let's say, is now getting trips, fancy dinners. You're paying for them everywhere you go, and you're picking them up, and you're spoiling them. You're getting them pocketbooks. You're getting them, gifts and this and Louis, whatever you call it, Louis something shoes or whatever, Vuitton's shoes or whatever. And you're spending thousands of dollars on this person that you just met because you're intimate with her. But the person that's been by your side your whole life or whatever, and they're struggling even a little bit, even if they're not struggling, I think the person that has enormous amount, copious amount of wealth could help out somebody that they love and that is loving them back and change their life for the better. I had a situation where a friend of mine is great, very wealthy, and, I had to...
Define very wealthy.
Very wealthy. I don't know.
Like more than $100 million.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Or maybe, yeah.
All right. That's a big number. That's pretty...
Even if it's 50.
You can do anything you want in the world if you have 50 million or 100
Or
million.
30 even. You still can live whatever.
Right.
So
how about 28?
Yeah, no. You gotta tighten the belt. Yeah. No, but the point is, in a friend that's been friends for years was not doing well financially, and they were best friends for the longest time, and I had pointed out to somebody that you might want to just help this person. That person loves you, and that person just needs help. What's the worst that goes down? You end up being a mensch, a good person, a good soul, and you help out a friend, and you do it because you love them, and they've always loved you back. And everybody knows. And that friend said, I didn't think of it that way, and he, boom, right away helped that person. And it wasn't for me. It was for somebody else. I just think that's a nice thing to do for people because that old saying, you can't take it with you.
All right. You want my view on it?
No.
Okay.
Yes.
My view on it is...
It's an interesting topic.
It's a great subject, but I don't want to have to, and I've been in that situation many times.
I'm sure you have.
And on both sides of it, by the way. But I don't want... Let's say I gave you whatever amount of money to help you out.
Let's settle at $10 million.
Okay, let's say I gave you whatever it is. Not quite that much. And then I see you
How about a boob job?
Boob job.
Yeah.
And then I see you doing things that I don't agree with that money.
Yeah.
Let's
valid
say
point.
let's say you're hard on your luck,
Mm-hmm.
and you're a drinker and you haven't been drinking because you don't have money to go drink.
Yep.
Okay. Now, I give you money to help you out,
Mm-hmm.
and then you're in the bars every night with that money, spending $100 a night.
Valid point.
So, like, okay, now let's carry it a step further.
Yeah.
Let's say I give you that, and I say, yo, dude, the money's like to get your, back on your feet, or, help you out, do this or that with your kid or whatever it is. And then they straighten up, and then they come to me and they say, look, I need more. And I do it again, and they make the same mistake again. And it happens 2, 3, 4 times. You're the fool at that point, aren't you?
I'm gonna say you didn't play it right, and I'm gonna tell you
Okay,
why.
why?
I have another friend that's very wealthy as well, and you would never know it. And he has family and a lot of family, and he's always helped out their family, everything. But instead of giving them the money directly, he would say, "What's the kids' tuition every year?
That's interesting.
I'm going to pay your kids' tuition to help you out, all your kids. I'm going to buy them their first car, maybe even their second car. If they're good kids and they live well and they respect what I'm doing, that's all I need." Now, the person spending $100 in the bar, again, it's not the way you would want to plan it, but maybe that's all they have. Maybe that's all they want to do to enjoy. They can't go on trips. Like you could say to somebody,
Well, why not at night get a job at Publix at the cash register, rather than being at a bar all day?
because maybe they feel like a loser to begin with and they have issues. And if that $100 to buy 4 or 5 drinks is going to make them feel better in life, let them buy it. Who cares?
Right.
You can't give the money and then direct them what they're going to do. And it all depends what you're giving them. I mean, you could say to somebody, you're a good person. I love you very much. And I'm extremely wealthy, and you know that. And I'll tell you what, because I love you so much, I want to make your life a little bit better. You haven't traveled a lot. Every year, you pick out a trip wherever you want to go in the world, and I'm going to send it and pay for all expenses, first class, because I appreciate your friendship, and it's something that I can do without even thinking about it. That's a great gift to somebody.
I agree, but I'm more inclined if you came to me and said, my car doesn't work. I don't have the money, the $2,000 to fix my car. That's it. That's something
But then they have to come to you. You want to do this on your own, in my opinion. That's just,
Okay.
Sure, you do help out people with that.
No, I'm
that
just
way
saying
as
the
well.
other side of the coin is I don't think you can compare a buddy friend that's hard on his luck versus an intimate relationship with a woman. Buying stuff for a woman is different than helping a friend out.
Yeah.
Don't you agree?
Yeah, because but you're buying, why are you buying the stuff for the woman?
For selfish reasons.
Of course.
To make her whatever, like me.
But you're
for
doing
stupid.
the other thing for selfless reasons. That's the difference.
Look at you. Are you in the church with me? I don't
No,
know.
but I feel
I don't
you.
see
I
you in
feel
the-
your
I don't-
presence.
I don't-
Because when you do this to me, you're agreeing with me.
No, I feel like you're in the church with me. I'm looking at every
No,
morning I walk in
That's
there.
me.
I
And
say
over
thank
you is me like this. No, because
When'd you get this epiphany?
because I look at life in a logical way, and it's like if I can help even if the person's not poor, but they can't afford to go on 7 trips a year, but they go on 1, and so just because you want to is a good enough reason to do it, in my opinion. If I had that kind of money and I could say to my brother, something, whatever, I'm not going to mention any of his names, even though not Alan, although Alan I would give anything to, and my other brother, even Alan's the best kisser.
That's funny.
So I would say to them, what kind of car you want? I want you to buy the best car you ever wanted.
Boy, you're really
And I would,
going well.
but I would say, what trip do you want to go on? Every year, you pick a trip, you and your wife, because I love you both very much, and I know you're not poor, but I want, it's my gift to you.
Maybe he feels that he
It's
can't do
selfless.
anything back to you.
No, they don't.
No,
It's a selfless thing. When you do something selfless, you're the bigger person because of it. Because you know something, you're not going to spend it.
do you give it to charity?
I do.
All right. How do you feel about that?
I want to know how it's spent.
Me too.
Yeah, I want. If they're
I hate
taking
just writing a
30%,
check. Yeah.
on thing. Usually they're criminals. So I'd rather give to a person that I love and that I can help out or make their life even this much better going forward than give to a charity that,
Right.
obviously cancer charities, children,
Right.
those are great charities. You know what I
Right.
mean? The Tunnel for Towers type of thing. Those are really
Do you
neat.
think a lot of the tunnel towers is great? Do you think a lot of that money really goes to use, or that it gets
Well,
sucked
Tunnel
in?
for Towers advertises that 94.2% of
Really?
every dollar goes to the veterans.
Yeah, it's great.
And that they keep it that tight, and that's what makes it. That's why it's grown like crazy. And yes, they deserve that kind of money.
Right.
In taking they stand in front of us,
Okay.
just like the police do.
All right, it's a good subject. Everybody, maybe.
Do you agree with? I mean, when you think about it, I want you to think about it. That's your assignment to think about it. I want you to comment next week.
I think it's too heavy for me right now.
Okay, when you go to church, put that. You got rid
No,
of
I
5.
will.
This will be number
I'll
2.
pray.
now.
I'll pray.
5 out of 6.
No.
It's a great.
It's a really heavy.
I mean-
and I'm scanning my brain.
Well, you're going to go out and buy, or I'm going to buy a $3 million house down the street just because I want a pediatric. That's great, and people are happy for you. But something, you can also make somebody else really that you love and has always loved you very happy in their life. What do you go out as?
But
a mensch?
I understand, but at our advanced age, there's probably 50 people.
Speak for yourself.
Yeah, there's probably 50
You're way
people
older
like
than
that
me.
in our life, because I'm friendly with all my friends from high school. I'm friendly with So
Well, you don't have
how
to
do
do
you
that
pick?
with
How do you
everybody.
pick and choose who gets the money?
You don't get. I mean, you can do what you want. I'm not saying pick and choose. Just where your heart lies.
Right.
I mean, your heart. I look at it. As much as I can't stand you, I love you, and you got a big heart.
Right.
I find you to be very attractive as well.
Thank you. No, when myself and my high school friends that I grew up with,
Yeah.
we decided for our 60th birthday to go to Las Vegas.
Oh, nice.
And in high school we used to smoke Swisher Sweet cigars and drink cheap beer and Colt 45s,
Colt
and
45,
the big cans,
Narragansett.
right?
Yeah.
And
Boone's
right.
Farm. Yeah.
I saw them all at my high school reunion, and they said, I hadn't seen them in 30 years, and they said, "Hey, let's go away for our 60th birthday. Let's go to Vegas."
Yeah.
So I'm my own plane. So we all got in my plane. We're smoking cigars. We're drinking Colt 45. We go out to Vegas.
Just
And one guy is a mover. He doesn't own the moving company. He's the guy that lifts the furniture.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Another guy worked at a bank as like a bank teller. Another guy was very successful. Another guy was a doctor. Again, so maybe 3 out of the 6 were successful. The other 3 were, just regular guys. And we had an unbelievable time. We had so much fun. And, we got everything comped. It was great.
Yeah. That's
So
wonderful.
nobody had to pay for anything.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, it was really, really fun time. But yeah.
Did you charge them for gas?
Yeah. No, everybody chipped in. No, we played cards on the plane,
Yeah.
But it was similar to what you're saying, but everybody, and at the end of the trip, we had the greatest time. Everybody hugged and kissed. Let's stay in touch. I never heard from anybody ever again.
But didn't it feel good to do that?
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah.
We had a great
That's
time.
a nice thing.
But, it was
Did
crazy.
it change your life at all?
Yeah. No, it's funny.
Yeah.
There was one guy I'm not married, been single his whole life. And
So he's happy.
yeah, he listened to you. All the haters, text him, not
No,
me.
I'm kidding. No, I love love.
So I'm sitting at a blackjack table, it's high stakes, and everybody's standing behind me. And there's 2 like Italian tough girls at the table, playing high stakes. And the guy, my high school guy that's been single his whole life, friendly, but he always tells us about he's got this girl, he's got that girl, he's turning them upside down and inside out. He's always telling stories. One of these, and he's telling me what to do. He's like, and I look, nobody's a good gambler. I think I'm okay, but I lose, sometimes I win.
Yeah.
So this guy's telling me, no, you shouldn't have done this, do this and this and this. So one of these Italian girls shouts out, "Tell your gay M&F friend to shut up." I'm like, who's she talking about? And she says, that guy, my high school friend that was like this bon
Oh,
vivant guy his
yeah,
whole life telling
yeah.
us about all these girls. I said, no, he's a player. He's a player. No, he's not. He's this. She outed him. And
She did?
and he confessed to us.
He was gay? Really?
I mean, I don't have a problem with it. It's
of
fine
course,
by
I don't
me.
know, but isn't
I
that
love him
interesting?
just as
but
much.
He was
It's
faking the whole time.
yeah,
Wow.
embarrassed to tell us.
Well, some people are like that. It's fine.
Yeah.
Whatever. Yeah.
You know, he had a big public job.
Yeah.
You know, suit and tie public job in San Diego.
Right.
So maybe by virtue of the fact that he worked in the public sector,
San Diego?
yeah, public sector for government, you
Yeah.
know, maybe he couldn't, whatever.
Right.
Anyway, Richie, one of our shows like flying by.
I
I have a great,
Boy, we are so interesting.
I know. Well, I have a great dating story that I'm going to leave the show with, but you tell it. Remember last week we talked about horror dating stories?
Oh, yeah, you wouldn't tell me. You wanted to tell it on the
Yeah.
show. Okay, go for it.
So my dating story was with the toilet paper. Remember,
Yeah,
hanging
great
out of my
story.
pants.
By the way, it's still hanging.
Thank you. Well, his toilet seat here is broken at our podcast studio.
Yeah.
By the way, Carl, I wouldn't sit on that toilet seat with a roll of paper across the top of it. So, do you have a crazy dating story you want to tell?
No, I think I told you the one I had.
Okay. This dating story will blow your mind.
Go ahead.
Make your hair curl.
Go ahead. Used to curl. Got thin.
So, I was in LA a bunch of times this summer, separate trips.
Yep.
And the last trip, I'm staying at the Peninsula Hotel
Nice.
in Beverly Hills. Very high-end hotel.
I stayed in the Philippines.
It was a nice there.
Unbelievable.
Very
hotel.
nice. So,
My daughter took me.
they have this very oaky, cool bar at the Peninsula Hotel. And I'm in the bar one night, my first night there, and I'm sitting next to this very attractive woman, thin, big chest. And, you know, strikes up a conversation with me. I strike up a conversation with her.
Yeah.
This is a horror dating story, by the way.
Yeah.
And this is, you know, so we have dinner together, and the check comes. I spent the whole night talking to her to
Yep.
pick up the check for her and my meal. She really didn't have much to eat. And she's staying at the hotel. She worked for some big pharmaceutical company or something like that.
Yep.
So she says to me, I'd like to reciprocate. I said, nah, I mean, I'll never let a woman pay for dinner for me. She said, oh, no, I'll put it on my company charge. I have this crazy expense account. Let's go somewhere nice tomorrow night. I was like, okay. So we went up to Cannon Street to Mr. Chow's.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, really popular, you know, had a great time, a lot of fun. We go back to the hotel.
Mm-hmm.
She says, want to come up to my room? And so I go up to her room with her.
Yeah, you kind of. This is gonna be good.
I'm start making out with her, and I'm starting to make progress here.
Yeah.
And she says to me, I just want to, full disclosure, I'm transitioning. And I'm not completely transitioned yet. The bottom half of me is still original equipment. I'm a man.
Oh my! And you're making out with her.
Yes.
Oh my God, that's a great story.
Is that a horror story, folks? Is that a horror story?
God. Oh my God. It could be worse. Could have been worse.
How could it have been worse?
Could have been me.
I'm like, I went
Wow.
back to my room. I had mouthwash. I was washing my mouth. I got in the shower. I mean, I never got any. All the clothes were on. Nothing came off. It's just.
That's you know.
Is that a
Brad,
horror story? Can you
because
top that one, Richie?
No, I cannot top that one. Nor do I ever want to.
Oh my
but I
God.
have a friend that had a similar story like that, and he kept saying, "She's not letting me do anything to her. He only lets me play with she only lets me play with her butt and squeeze it, and they're making out." And I'm like, "She's nice." And he said, then the whatever you call them, the trans came clean. And it's like,
Right.
He goes, "I'm spitting."
No, this girl was very attractive, thin.
You would never know.
Never know. And boobs, I didn't see what the boobs,
Right,
they were, I
right.
had the shirt on and
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I walked out of that hotel room. I was like, should I sue the hotel? What should I do here? I mean, I got to go.
How did you handle it initially? Did you go, what? Did you jump up? How did you?
Well, you were in L.A.
Yeah.
So it's.
But did you scream at the person?
No, I was on the left coast.
That
No,
trans
I
could
had a
kick
couple.
the crap out of you.
I know. I had a couple drinks in me. I thought I was pretty smooth.
Yeah.
Probably not. But, I just basically said, oh, well, I wish you the best of luck. I don't play in that.
Your transition.
Yeah, I don't play in that arena. I'm sorry. I apologize.
Yeah.
Had a very nice night. I'll talk to you later. And I huffed it right out the door.
That's a very good story. This was in L.A.?
Yeah, L.A. Should we edit this out or do you leave it in?
No, that's going in.
Leave it in?
Yeah, because, other people might have similar stories. That's.
I've never talked to anybody that ever had a similar story.
I have a friend that had that.
Really?
Yeah. He said there was a movie like that, and he said I was in the something games or the something, I forget the.
And actually, he was a good kisser.
Better than Alan.
Help me.
Oh, that's very funny. Look at how funny you are today.
Oh my God, what an event that was, And I was there for another 2 days, and I'm like the entire time I'm like looking around the corner to make sure she's not there. When I went up to the pool, was she there? I mean, it's like God.
Yeah, look for the bulge. Yeah.
Oh my God, what a crazy story. Anyway, folks, refresh, aesthetics and wellness, Botox, fillers, GLPs, hormone replacement, and they have 9 convenient locations in the state of Florida.
Wow.
And they have a great program going. I'm going to sign up for the 32 blood test. They test your liver. They test everything.
For the other type of injections, you can give yourself.
Everything.
They have those.
Yeah, so they're going to test everything and see.
That's great. Let me know. Maybe I'll do it.
No, we should do it. Maybe we could get a discount if we give them code 106 or whatever you do. Anyway, folks, thanks for coming to the Cutty and Richie
comment.
show.
We love your comments. I hope we kept it respectful.
Yeah.
And
once again, for our over 1 million viewers, Richie is now single. He's healthy. He had his, all his stuff done. He's got all his tests back, and he's in great shape. Look at him. He looks great.
I'm good.
All right, folks. Thanks.